Hello friends, welcome to this new tutorial. Today I have this iPhone 11 Pro Max, and the problem on it is the screen, as you see. So the screen is broken and it's not responding. Alright, so to replace the screen on this phone we will need a new screen. I have this screen here, and we will need some tools. We will need, let me see in order. So this is the pentalobe screwdriver. It's a small star. We will need an IC Semi. Then we will need this is a Phillips screwdriver. The tip here is like a plus sign, and then we will need a tri-point screwdriver, and the tip on it is like a Mercedes logo like this. And then we will need a tweezers. We may need it, we may not. Alright, so let's put these tools aside and we will start by taking apart this phone. Let's open these two screws here in the bottom using the the pentalobe screwdriver. Try to keep the screws organized so you can put every screw back to its original spot without any trouble. Then once I open the two screws here, I will use the IC Semi and they will go here between the frame and the glass, just like this. Scroll down, slide it around the edges, then do the same thing like this and release the screen. If the screen never opened before, it's not gonna be easier. As you see, it's gonna be hard for you, so you need to just try to do it carefully and slowly until you release it. Alright, here I have this bracket and I have this bracket here, so we're gonna open all of them. We're gonna use the tri-point screwdriver. All the screws in these brackets are the same. In the first bracket. So no problem if you mix them up, because they are the same. Some other screws they may not, but you just need to be careful when you are taking apart an iPhone, because the iPhone has many different screws. So you need to organize them and make sure you put every screw back to its original spot unless you know that they are the same. So then I remove this bracket, I put it here next to the screws, and what I'm gonna do, I will start taking off disconnecting the cable. I will disconnect this. Then I have this cable here. I'm just using my nails. Then I have this cable here, and that's it. The screen is disconnected. Underneath here we have the battery cable. We need to disconnect it too, but let me finish the screen first. So now we're gonna this is the old screen. We're gonna disconnect the earpiece and the earpiece and the proximity sensors are here. So I open this screw here in this corner with the tri-point screwdriver. Then the rest of the screws, two more here, they are with the Phillips screwdriver. Alright, so as you see, I make like a triangle like this to put them back, because that's how they were like placed here. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so now I'm just gonna lift up this gently. Then I will use these tweezers and they will go underneath here. Make sure go all the way underneath and lift up this proximity sensor. They are inserted in some squares here. This is the second one, and then we have the microphone here. I'm just gonna pull the cable from here gently until I release it. Don't use the force. Okay, I got it. Alright, so now directly I will transfer this to the new screen. And if you see here, the new screen, sometimes it doesn't come with this bracket on it. So now I have to remove this bracket from here. You make sure don't break it in case your screen doesn't come with this bracket here. Alright, so let me put this bracket right here. Just place it. You don't have to glue it. And then just make sure you align these cables and install them perfectly here. every square should go to, every square should go to its spot, you know. All right, so now then once I connect the thing, I will just flip this on top of it, and from here I will just use the screwdriver, the tri-point, and connect this screw. This is one of the toughest screws to put back, but let's do it just carefully and gently. All right, I got it. The screw itself is not tough, but the place is too small, and the screw sometimes doesn't fit if you don't place it well. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I will just connect. I'm supposed to disconnect the battery from here. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna connect the LCD cable. We start with the top cable here. Then we go to the next cable. This is the LCD cable. The first cable was for the earpiece and the proximity sensors. And this is third cable. Alright, so now why I mentioned that we need to disconnect the battery, because let me disconnect it, because the phone not gonna turn on, or it may, so we may have a problem. So let me disconnect the battery and reconnect it. I remove the two screws here. In case you turn on the phone, it doesn't turn on, you may need just to push the volume up, volume down, and push the power button and keep holding until the phone shows you the Apple logo. Then once you see the Apple logo release, then the phone will work normal, in case you have this problem. But since the phone is on, since the phone is open, I just need to disconnect the battery cable, then reconnect it. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I will turn the phone on and test it, make sure everything is working fine. While the phone is turning on, I'm just gonna start putting these brackets back. Alright, so good. It's working. We just need to wait 13 minutes to put the password. Alright, let me continue putting the brackets back. We have 6 screws here. This is one. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4 and 5. Then 6. And that's it. So let me put this screen back here. Sometimes these prongs here, they may be like down, so you need to raise them up a little bit so they can hold on the edge. And that's it. So now we have the last 2 screws here. 1, 2, then we tied them up. Alright guys, so that's how to replace the screen on an iPhone 11 Pro Max. It's gonna be the same method to replace the screen on an iPhone 11 or 11 Pro. If you find this video helpful, please hit the thumbs up, share this video with friends, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thanks, and see you in the next video. Peace.